It got interesting at 5, and I want everyone to keep in mind what they saw at 5 last night. The night before the draft, the Harbaughs leaked, or I should say the Chargers leaked, that J.C. Latham might be the pick. You saw everybody mocking him yesterday just so they could get everybody off the scent and go with Joe Alt. Another thing worth keeping in mind for next year, the Giants. They have no problem lying to you. Told everybody they were working the phones trying to trade up for a quarterback. Met with J.J. McCarthy twice, and what happened? When he was there at 6, they passed. Do not trust the New York Giants organization when it comes to draft season next year.
Now, something that surprised me, and it feels like it surprised everybody, Michael Penix going 8th overall. That was 20-1. Did you see anybody jumping up and down with the ticket, or anybody that even saw this coming?
People were jumping up and down. I don't think they were holding the ticket there that you speak of regarding a quarterback, regarding any of that. Here's what's interesting. Adam Schefter had it. Last week in a notes column, he was talking about some of the rumblings he had been hearing, and one of them was that Atlanta was interested in Michael Penix. I laughed at it because why wouldn't I laugh at Schefter, considering the fact that I read and pay attention to everything else he does. I take it seriously. I bet it. But yet in this long shot situation, that was the moment I decided, no, Schefter, this is a bridge too far. Joke's on me, I guess. Not only was Penix a long shot last night, we had 3 others that are worth mentioning, especially with what was happening with the Raiders last night. Drafting Brock Bowers, that was a long shot to land him. Drafting the tight end position was a long shot. And then J.J. McCarthy. To Minnesota, that was somewhat expected, but to go 10th overall, remember, that was the pick the Jets had. They vacated that spot to let the Vikings move up, and that's what ended up creating a financial windfall. So again, a lot of this is about trying to connect the dominoes, seeing what can happen, and what opportunities that could present themselves could lead to big paydays.
Yeah, connecting the dots and also making sure you actually do listen to Adam Schefter. That's always a smart thing to do. Yeah. Let's bring in Anita Marks. Anita, your best bet last night was a real sweat.
It was a real sweat. And of course, we're talking about Leggett, who, of course, my best bet was that he would be definitely taken in the top 32 and in the first round. And sure enough, you got it at plus 130. Why? 6'1", 220, ran a 4.4, big man running fast. A lot of comparison is A.J. Brown, but listen, this Carolina Panthers team, they took a lot of heat because Bryce Young could not fit the bill last year. They need to get this young guy as many weapons as possible. So I'm sitting there sweating it out. 32. We hear that, of course, a trade is made. It's the Carolina Panthers, and they take Leggett. So fantastic. My best bet hit.
You had to sweat it out, but at least
every layer to that was awesome. Every layer to that was awesome. The trade-up was a sweat. The last pick was a sweat. Nailing it was a sweat. Anita, I don't know what's better, winning that money or the sweat you went through there. That's fantastic gambling on your behalf.
And it cashed overs for the wide receivers as well. So cashing all around.